It's Friday, November 17th, 2023. Let's talk about the news. From The Guardian, UK medicines regulator approves gene therapy for 2 blood disorders. The UK's Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency has approved a CRISPR-based treatment called Casgevy, which edits the genes that cause 2 common blood disorders, sickle cell anemia and beta thalassemia, and which in clinical trials seemingly cured almost all the patients who participated. This is the first CRISPR-based faulty gene editing treatment to be approved by a regulator, and that approval could impact the around 15,000 people in the UK who have sickle cell and the 1,000-ish people who have beta thalassemia. In clinical trials, 28 of the 29 sickle cell patients suffered no major pain episodes for at least a year after treatment, and 39 of the 42 participating beta thalassemia patients did not need red blood cell transfusions for at least a year following their treatment. This is still a Wild West sort of therapy, so patients will be watched closely, and everyone's on guard for potential, unexpected long-term consequences associated with editing genes in this way. But if the successes we've seen in clinical trials so far continue, it's likely this treatment will be approved in more jurisdictions in the near future, and that more treatments based on the same general principle, using CRISPR and CRISPR-like tools to edit patients' genes to address health issues, will be forthcoming. From Reuters, U.S. to resume food aid across Ethiopia next month. The U.S. Agency for International Development has said that it will start sending food aid to Ethiopia again beginning in December, after halting such shipments in June due to their interception by, reportedly, regional governments and military groups. This aid will be sent on a 1-year trial basis, now that the agency has implemented reforms meant to prevent the theft of goods meant for non-military civilians by the very groups causing much of their suffering. Ethiopia has been plagued by conflict in recent years, much of that conflict the result of a revolt by the TPLF against the central government, which led to widespread violence and starvation across the country. That conflict mostly ended in November of 2022, and the TPLF began disarming in early 2023. And from Al Monitor, France issues historic arrest warrant for Syria's Assad. In what's being called an historic move, the French government has issued an international arrest warrant for Syrian President Bashar al-Assad for his alleged complicity in crimes against humanity and war crimes. Assad has been accused of using chemical weapons, including sarin gas, against his own people in 2013, when the ongoing Syrian civil war was just getting started. 3 other arrest warrants were also issued by the French government against Assad's brother, the head of Syria's elite military unit, and 2 Syrian generals. This theoretically puts heightened pressure on Assad, though it's unclear whether this will have any practical impact on him in the foreseeable future, as the principle this type of warrant is based on, universal jurisdiction, allows national governments to claim jurisdiction beyond their own borders, but has never been successfully applied to the current leader of a sovereign nation. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com, and you can support this and other related projects like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.